me an adjective to describe the girl.
I said
Just one. You don't have to go through like all of them.
Okay. What did I say? I said that she is introspective.
Introspective. Is the girl introspective or is the narrator introspective?
Well, I mean, aren't they the same person?
Same person, I would say, like, but for this stage of her life, so like based on 1 through 6, would you say girl in the room who's doing the writing introspective or the adult that's kind of looking back?
I'd say the narrator.
Okay. All right. Not being critical. We're just kind of looking to see what we got. Johnny, what's like one adjective you got?
I didn't do it. So you
Because I didn't do it.
I'm going to look at complete sentence at this point. Maybe
Yeah.
we should have started there instead of that. Nothing? We'll come back to you. You'll think of one. Since you were laughing at it, you got it.
Oh, me? Well, kind of with the narrator, I said that she was kind of like clever, / like playful and stuff.
Okay. There we go. Morgan, any? Who knew that adjectives were so tough?
Like clever and smart.
Okay, intelligent, smart. Sarah?
I'd say pretty determined, like to write from like 10 to 1 and then like just like
This doesn't really, no complaints about the answer, and this doesn't really end up playing a big role within the meaning of the overall passage. But with the 10 to 1, I don't think she's writing for 3 hours.
like
What? She's going left to right, 10 to 1. So if you look at a clock face, 10 over on the left, right, what did I say, 10 and 2 now, or 9 and 3 for, what's the hand placement, passing driver? 10 and 2, okay, it used to be 9 and 3, then they switched to 10 and 2. And some folks go, well, isn't like it going to be kind of slanted if you're going 10 to 1? But generally, like in, when you're being taught how to write, they do, and I remember doing this in 2nd grade, you turn the paper so you start to get the cursive slant and all that kind of stuff. So she's going back and forth, it's this methodical, now she probably could be writing for 2, 3, 4 hours, possibly at a time, but it's almost kind of robotic for her. So, and kind of going along with these, because you can have answers that certainly kind of duplicate so far as, what their meaning would be. She could be smart, she could be determined. She's also probably very what, if for her, it's just, I just gotta move my pen back and forth and all these words are gonna start coming out. That's just probably naturally. Yeah, talented, smart, talented, good writer, things along those lines. Johnny, you think of any? It's a girl, as opposed to a woman.
young.
Look at that. He came up with one. Good job. Any others? Alex?
I said she was passionate.
Passionate? Yeah.
This doesn't really imply much anymore, but I said she was competitive. Like it was 10 to 1 every day.
So going with that initial thing. But if even if the timing might not be 10 to 1 for 3 hours, but she's consistently doing it all the time so far as her writing, could be determined, could certainly, and motivated to kind of go along with that, persistent, would be something that we could certainly take a look at. So we're just coming up with adjectives. Emily? Ambitious, yeah. Ethan?
For the first paragraph, so
What do you mean by simple?
just the way she presents herself in the opening paragraph is just like you've got to figure yourself to drill in and then like it's not very like explosions and confetti everywhere. It's like this is what I do.
You remember when math was numbers?
Which
Remember the
It
good
has
old
like
days?
cosines.
Whatever. Remember when English was like just reading? Or identifying adjectives, not pulling up. Science was like a walk in
Science
the yard
is
and
great.
look at leaves and go. So, you know, it's even so far as, you know, being younger, I don't want to necessarily say naive, but definitely like it's a simpler time, which I know is different from you saying, you know, we don't have explosions and confetti going on. But in the second paragraph, now you're getting into some kind of social concern, whereas in the first one, it's just a girl just sitting there writing, you know, it's a nice, easy, kind of carefree, not worried about the big picture kind of scope of things, where now, junior year of high school, again, you're that path bus just halfway. But you got out. You got out, so that's good. Sinkhole still. We're still talking about the sinkhole.
Sinkhole still up there.
It's like two friends to go now.
Yeah, two of them. Number two, I don't remember who was mentioning it, but we came up kind of with an answer for this one yesterday. I think, Alex, did you mention about the pronoun when we were first going over it? So, and we kind of started to talk about this one. So our shift in pronoun, going from my to her back to I, what would be like an effect that this could do? What's an impact that this could have? Morgan, we let you off the hook with the adjective. We're coming back to you.
We went over this in class, like setting a frame, or like the background of that.
Do you agree with that?
I do.
I mean, I think Abby said about the frame and all that kind of stuff. You're going to roll with her answer? Okay. So it has the effect of kind of like framing the narrative. I think we mentioned about kind of have like a separation between past and present. Anything else to add to that?
Separation between like physical and metaphorical.
Okay, yeah. What was the second word you used?
Metaphorical.
When in doubt, just make it look kind of messy, you know. Ethan, did you know what my pumpkin was?
Sorry.
My pumpkin yesterday. Did you even look at my pumpkin?
I did not notice it. Where would it be?
Oh.
Oh no, I
You know what Cuz's response was? A carved pumpkin?
I didn't get a reminder.
I was gonna say, I was very confused. Because that icon
I don't see photos on my mind. I just get text messages.
You have to click the one. Yeah, I know.
There you go, Ethan. Right there.
What is that?
Is that
It looks
Mandalorian?
Look, Ethan looks at it for like 2 seconds and knows what it is.
Okay, he's probably seen Star Wars. Some of us haven't
Oh.
seen Star Wars.
Also sideways. It's hard to
I
tell.
thought it was a cat.
I can't see it. My sister
Okay.
knows.
It would be.
On your screen, it does look stretched upwards though. When you put the pumpkin on, so it looks more like the helmet.
This does not look like that.
Okay, if you
Yes.
turned it and it was facing us, I think it would be easier to
Well,
tell.
no, it's carved as a profile. You'll turn it. It's not even going to look like it at all. I didn't carve it straight on. I carved it for the perspective. Yes, that does not look like Pete the Cat.
No, there's not.
It does not look like Pete the Cat. All right, Pete. Where's some understatement and irony? And we could be all over the place with this one.
I said lines 10 through
10 to 13. So starting with "and the Phantom."
Yeah,
Okay. And you went down to "at last I killed her."
yeah.
All right. All right. Any other 15 to 20? So starting with "I will describe her," and then going down to others. Okay. Just like my pumpkin carving, just like throw stuff around, see what happens. Any other? Okay. Doesn't mean like pick bad sentence or anything like that. Just seeing what other options we got. Apparently, every single person went with one of those two, so that's good. Oh, look what's happening.
I said 26 to 27.
Ooh, you're going way down. Writing about a book, you said 26 to 27?
Yeah.
Okay. End at man or going all the way to
Yeah,
wild?
chain.
Okay. Thank you for your contributions. Appreciate it. Focus of the second paragraph. So first part, what is the focus? And then we'll worry about the dominant literary technique. So main subject matter, main focus, main concern, primary thing that she's worried about. Hannah, what do you think for this one?
So I kind of incorporated both of mine for my literary technique. I kind of said like extending metaphor is talking about like the angel / the phantom kind of like tormenting her the whole time. You know?
Okay. So Emma was nodding, so I'm thinking she did extended metaphor too. So you're going angel as the focus, and then angel being extended metaphor.
Yeah, like angel
Okay.
/ phantom.
Yep. Okay. Any others? If we wait long enough, Emily's gonna throw something out.
I mean, I said that the focus was also the phantom,
Okay.
but I said that it was characterized by repetition.
Repetition. Alex, how about you? And still going with the angel.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And when it does say dominant literary technique, because metaphor or figurative language, repetition, syntax, more like kind of language, the way it's worded, for these things, both of them would end up being fine. So if it does say literary technique, you don't have to worry about it being like a simile, a metaphor, that type of thing. Certainly a parallel structure, repetition, syntactical characteristics would count as a literary technique, rhetorical device, all those things. How about number 5? What do you think about wait a moment would signal a shift from? From what to what?
Third person, first person.
Okay. So you're going from, you said from third to first?
Yeah.
So going from like third person of the girl back to first person of the narrator?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else, Katie? So far as the pronoun, where if we have, yeah, you could. I mean, you certainly have the second person with you getting used here and here. So yeah, we could take a look at just kind of like shifts that would be happening overall from pronoun usage of second or third, kind of going back into first. So these would certainly be more like pronoun ones. Any concept ideas that we're taking a look at? Abby, then Sarah, come over.
I said like a simple paragraph to like one about like your struggle with difficulty.
Okay. So again, simple, more like kind of talking about that easier time to something that's a little bit more, you said like a struggle,
Yeah.
harsh, Sarah?
I said like it went from like more of like describing a background to like a argument, I guess, in a sense, if you're looking at it as like
Okay. So like intro material,
like introduction to volume paragraph.
intro to like the main subject matter that literally just got referenced here in question number 4. Morgan, you had something too?
I basically said the same as Sarah, just like how she was writing and then what she did.
Okay. So the background to now here's the big thing that we're taking a look at. Angel in the House is represented as a phantom because
Stereotype of like what a woman should do technically like haunts her, I guess, in a sense.
okay. So that haunting idea. So we've already established that Kirsten is the angel of the room. If we were to call her like the goblin of the room, that's going to be more negative. Okay. Actually, we have like both of them right there because Virginia, like, who'd you yell at yesterday?
What?
Who'd you yell at yesterday? You remember you yelled at someone.
She exposed me for being
Was it you?
Yes.
See, Katie, you missed it. Like Virginia got mad and voiced it.
And
She went from the angel to the phantom, just like that.
And that's why I'm not on the track. She doesn't, like, she's not.
I have to lead 9 people in marching band, so it's quite loud.
Alex, not to pick on you, but since you said syntax is the dominant technique, what do you think is going on with that 15 to 18?
Well, that's when they were like all shaping, so like,
Mhm.
I think that's just like, she's kind of just like describing like what the angel kind of is and like how she like that like stereotype has to like protect the women writers of like.
And since, because Emily, you said repetition, I think is the dominant technique. So with the syntax and repetition, what does repetition tend to do? So I would absolutely agree that the stereotype, this vision, this version, if you continually repeat it, you are tending to, kind of emphasize or drive home that overall point. So you could certainly take a look at it, emphasizing the stereotype. Emily, did you have anything different from that, or
That's what I said.
pretty?
Place
Okay.
emphasis on the phantom.
It might also be sarcastic a little bit because she's like, oh, she's so good and she's so amazing and she's saying all these good things about her. And I mean, there are things that she doesn't like in the end.
Mm-hmm.
So she's kind of like, you know,
Hence the killing of the
Yeah.
phantom. Okay, so it serves to, not that you're disagreeing with emphasize the stereotype, but you're going to kind of go like kind of create a sarcastic tone. Okay. Well, that's a good point. Because she is saying, in theory, positive things, but we can tell that she doesn't like that viewpoint that would be happening. So emphasize the stereotype, create a sarcastic tone. Number 8, which of the following best describes what the angel symbolizes? We don't know what the following would be, but what would you say that angel symbolizes? Stigma, stereotype. Stereotype from, like, where would that stereotype be originating from? Yeah.
I said stereotype.
Okay. I'm not trying to like get too specific here. Which people would be creating this stereotype? Because we kind of talked about this with the poem, "The Angel in the House." The poem would be written by a male, so you're probably dealing with a male stereotype or male expectations that would be happening for the female. Hence, this positive angel, as opposed to this haunting reality that the female perspective would be of it being as a phantom. So definitely social stereotypes, but at this point when we would be saying social, really we mean male-dominated stereotypes, point of view, perspectives, all that kind of stuff. 16 to 23, Virginia, I think you kind of could answer this one by repeating.
oh yeah. It was kind of like, so sarcastic, like, oh, she's so great and everything. But she's not really great.
Okay,
She's saying she's great, but she
doesn't actually mean it. Johnny's the man. Love that kid. He's the best. So smart, so wise. Beyond his years.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's okay, we still like
Do you want to praise Izza for anything, or we're not going to have Virginia do it because we know she's incapable of. And then number 10, catching the angel by the throat. The author is asserting her dominance, control over what she wants to write. Okay, so like more specific kind of dominance, independence kind of thing that would be taking place. Here are the questions with the answers. Let's see how we do. Now again, it's not that we have to match up exactly with what we wrote on the board, but by taking a look at the questions, taking a look at the passage, the hope is going to be that maybe a right answer kind of jumps out for us. What'd you go for first one?
I said fearful.
Okay, and big thing that we have the accept word, and again, I mean, you knew going in that you had to kind of do this because of choosing 4, but I don't want to say it's always surprising or amazing, but it's not uncommon, even though it's in all caps when you're taking a regular test, for people to kind of miss that one sometimes. So make sure you do read it, but yeah, fearful ends up being the correct answer that we have. Hey, look, Johnny, see, comparatively young, you were right. How about that? Good job. That's why he's so wonderful. Best ever. Yep. I mean that with all sincerity, Virginia. How about number 2? So far as a shift, what are we thinking? Shay, what'd you do for 2?
I said
D?
yes.
Okay. Distinguishing present speaker from her past self. Yep, we're good there. Number 3 is one of those ones that you'll get a lot of kind of debate going with. I'm guessing we might have some multiple answers for this one. Ethan, what'd you go?
I said C.
You said C. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just going to put Mark by it because I'm thinking we could get some others as well. And what do you know? Virginia's hand's going right up. There's that phantom.
I said
B.
B.
Okay.
I also
I actually said A.
A. Any others? How many going? Oh, Katie
Said
said
B.
E. Anyone going D? How many think A? Show support for your people.
Yes, thank you guys. I love you all.
How about B? I give you credit for jumping up right away. You didn't wait. You went. How about C? Ooh. D? E? Okay. For this one, it is C. The problem with irony and understatement, especially sometimes with the irony, it can certainly be like interpretive. I think B's a definite answer that would be considered. I discovered that if I were going to review books, I should need to do battle with a certain phantom. I think there is some irony that is going on there. I don't know if some folks could argue that, well, that phantom is kind of being understated. It's not just a phantom or a ghost, but it's like a social issue that's happening. Above all, I need not say it, she was pure. The irony that certainly would be taking place here is, it is not that she was pure, but she is, kind of demon phantom kind of concept, and it's being understated in the sense, above all, I need not say it, she ends up being pure. So that's where you get the best combo of the two of them going. But number 3 is certainly a tricky question. Number 4, we already answered, controlling metaphor, or extended metaphor would be that. But wait a moment. There's usually 2 that people kind of fight about for a little bit. Marie, what do you think? Was there one that
I said
A? That was one of the 2 I was thinking. Virginia?
I said B.
B. Morgan, you were thinking B too? Yeah, these are the 2 that tend to take place. The correct one is going to be B. Problem in writing the fact that she's a female. I think you definitely have this youthful insincerity. The cynicism would work better if she did not defeat the phantom, if she was not able to kill it. But the fact that she's able to overcome kind of takes that cynicism part away a little bit. But those are the 2 answers that tend to come up. We already used that haunting term that God mentioned. Correct answer was C. 7. Virginia, you said sarcastic. We don't have sarcastic, but we do have what? Mock, the simple-mindedness. And I realize I'm skipping. Notice you come down to number 9. You have that mocking antipathy taking place. Number 8, which of the following best describes what the angel symbolizes? This one can be tricky as well. Alex? Said B. Okay. Any others? A. This one does end up being A. I think 8 along with 3, and then 10 is independence. Over here on the board, if you got 8, 9, or 10 right, if you carried that momentum throughout the whole entire exam, you'd be at a 5 level. If you got 7 right, you're almost at a 5. That's a very high 4. 5 and 6, that would definitely still be a 3 in that kind of passing range. So, gives you an idea with some tricky questions, certainly where you would be at. If you're not here tomorrow because you're going to Westview or Robert Morris or wherever, we're just going to do
Yep.